Bro, the sunset is honestly beautiful, bro. Look at that shit. Yeah. Here's the one thing that really helped me not master, but really detach myself. Not fully, I'm still not like completely detached from money, but this is the one thing that helped me completely detach from money. It is focusing on the skill of trading and not the money, right? It's focusing on reading the charts, seeing what's on the charts, analyzing and trying to understand how it moves and getting satisfaction from being right. Or not from being right, but from being, because you're not going to be right most of the time, but from being disciplined. That's where you want to get your satisfaction. You want to disconnect your dopamine from winning and connect it to sticking to your strategy and your rules. And therefore, your term of winning will mean sticking to your rules and sticking to your exact strategy. Lately, the only reasons I've been losing is because I simply couldn't stick to my rules, or I didn't stick to my rules and I lost. I either overtraded, I either took a trade that I wasn't supposed to take. For example, something like, oh, there wasn't a sweep, but there was a break of structure to the downside. There was a pullback. I took it, but then the sweep happened, and that sweep stops me out, and I therefore lose money. So the only reason I took that trade, hypothetically, right, is because I had FOMO. I thought, oh, what if the price goes without me and I don't make money? See how see how when my focus is on the money, I'm not focused on taking good setups and on sticking to my rules and my strategy. I'm focused on the actual money. Therefore, you will think that there is something in the market when there isn't. You will think that there's a setup in the market when there isn't. Especially, not even especially, the way you make money in trading, it's this paradox of trading. The way you make the most amount of money in trading is not focusing on the money. It's weird. Like, the most amount of money you will make is when you don't focus on the money. It's when you focus on the actual skill of trading. It's crazy, bro. And that's really what it comes down to. You have to be so skill driven. So you should be obsessed with this. You should be obsessed with this, bro. I remember when I was just starting like a year and a half ago, and I was watching DJR's boot camp, and he was saying how if all you want from this is money, you might as well just stop now. And to be honest, I did stop for a few months. After I watched that video, I traded for a few months, and then I stopped because I just lost so much. I kept losing money, and it was because all I was focused on was money. As soon as I started thinking, okay, bro, there's people that actually make money with the stock market. How do they actually do it? What do they actually do? Because obviously you start trading for the money. I'm trading for the money, duh. I'm saying it doesn't mean I'm just gonna be paper trading. Obviously I want to make money. But when you're in actual trades, you cannot be focused on money. I know I said this 20 times already. And when I changed my mindset from money to just focusing on the skill, that's when I actually started seeing consistency, bro. Because the more, it's not even like there's like a cap that you can learn about in the markets. Well, some people say there isn't, but I say there is, because at a certain point you want to stop learning about the market and learn about yourself. Because after a year, you definitely know your strategy. You know your strategy rule. After a year of sticking to a strategy, you know your strategy works. You know, if you stick to your rules, you will make money. It's just the mind that sabotages you. And the the number one thing that sabotages you is your greed or FOMO. And it all connects back to wanting money, bro. Just realize, why do you take that setup when you shouldn't have? Because you thought it was gonna run without you and you would have missed out on money. So you jumped in because you thought you were gonna make quick money and you fucking lost. There just comes a point in your life where you realize that it doesn't work like that. You have to focus on that skill, bro. You really have to just focus on the skill of trading and mastering the markets, seeing liquidity, setups, structure, break of structure, fair value gaps, all this stuff, liquidity. I already said that. That's really what it comes down, bro. Please disconnect your dopamine and your success from winning trades and making money to disconnect it from that and connect it to sticking to your rules. What was I about to say? Disconnect. Bro, no, there was something like, oh, there was so obvious that I have to say. I forgot it, bro. Let me pause it. Because I remembered. Because let's say you are focused on money, right? You are focused on making money. You full pour because you want to make the most amount of money and you win. Do you think you can do that again? Do you think you will make consistent progress doing that shit again? Because obviously, if you want to keep going and have consistent wins and have consistency in the markets, is not losing all of your money. Duh. So just focus on the skill, bro. Trust me. Focus on the skill. Learn from mentors, brother. Learn from mentors that already did it. And don't focus on the money. The money will come. You will know when you're consistent enough to start putting actual money. Just focus on the skill, bro. Please. Just focus on the skill. I wish somebody told me this, bro. Let's get this shit, brother. We're gonna make this work.